Terrific. All right, let's do some playing. Ready?
No, just making. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Alex. There we go.
Few of those. Nice big breaths. More suction. More suction. That's better.
Oh, you have to bear with me.
I
Since
shall.
I've had this problem, my throat is not the best right now.
Okay. All right. Well, be
Oh,
kind
you
to
just have,
ourselves.
beg your pardon.
Be kind to ourselves, and we'll be patient, and we'll be understanding, and just do as
Well,
much as our bodies allow.
I appreciate that, Alex. I really do because it's just no fun, with this
No,
type of thing.
no. Well, and no use fighting it if it is what it is, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. So a couple of
It just
these.
loves me so much. What can I
It
say? I'm
does.
popular.
It does. Yeah. Good. That's more. Very fine. Can you fill up more? Oh, Esther. Wow, that was a good one. I like that a lot. No, we've regressed. That was a step backwards.
Yeah.
Had throat noise. So just
Let me
pause,
see.
pause, pause, pause. It's okay. It's all right. So I just the previous, not the last one, but the one before that, was really
Well,
open.
I've tried to do as best I can with the music, so you're gonna have to just bear with me, Alex.
Likewise, it's all right. It's for in this hemisphere. This is the time of year where everything is very relaxed and very low key,
Oh,
even more so than normal. All right, we're going to do some buzzing, please. Can you try and find this pitch on your mouthpiece?
I'll see if I can find it.
Cool. So that's the ballpark. You're in certainly the right pitch. I want you to feel as if you're really better. I want you to feel as if you're actively pushing air through the mouthpiece. No passive blowing. It's a very
Okay,
intentional
let me
execution.
ask a question. Let me ask a question. Should I have canceled this lesson or postponed it?
What because of how you're feeling? Yeah. We could have postponed it. We could have cancelled it. If you're feeling
But see,
sick,
there's been no way to reach you, Alex. Even if I tried to do it, you wouldn't have replied until now. It would be
uh,
too late.
possibly. We've
And
been.
then you say, well, tough.
I don't know that that would be the case. No, look, if you're unwell and
Well, I
it's
mean, I
not,
don't feel that bad. It's
yeah,
just I've coughed my head off
yeah.
because it takes you to get coughing. And so my vocal cords are just not. Of course, that shouldn't have anything to do with air, should it?
Well,
So,
it might have an impact. Look, so just really quickly, if we were in person and you were unwell, I wouldn't want you to come have a lesson because I don't want to be infected, right? But we're not in
well,
person.
you
But
wouldn't be in.
if it
Yeah.
affects your ability to have a good lesson and you're not going to get the most out of what you're paying for, then I'd probably encourage you to postpone it as well. Yeah. So it's entirely up to you. Provided you give me enough notice, then I'm more than
Well,
happy
but
to be
see, but when,
flexible.
Alex? Because if I do send you sometimes you don't reply until that day.
Yeah, sometimes that is right. Like
So
currently,
how can I reach you then?
I can't put an out of office on my Facebook Messenger. But if you were emailing me, you'd be getting, hi, it's Christmas and New Year's, and Alex is out of office until X date. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair
No.
enough. I think that we've got a little bit of separation from work over the holiday period, don't you?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
delightful.
good.
Um.
So
Anyway,
again, if you just sent me like, hey, look, I'm not feeling well, I don't think.
no, it's not that I don't feel well. It's just my talking to you. You probably noticed my strange accent.
You sound very croaky.
Thank you. And so I don't think it would have anything to do too not much with it. I'm just going to try to do the best I can.
Yeah,
It's always
that's
a
fine.
pleasure to see you, my friend. So, I mean, even if we learn just a little bit,
Yeah,
it's best to learn a little bit as opposed to nothing at all.
that's right. That's right. So um, always message me and like let me decide whether it's something that is worth an immediate reply Yeah. So don't make that decision for me. And then just let me know. Yeah, if you're feeling too crook, if you're feeling like it's just you're in pain or you're not going to be able to focus or get the most out of it, we can always talk about
Well,
postponing.
I don't have that. Thank God, I don't have
Okay,
that
that's good.
pain or anything like
That's good.
that.
So do you want
Okay,
to
all right.
continue with the lesson today, or do you want to
I
postpone it?
do. We're here, Alex.
That's true. That's true. But
All right.
again, if you feel the need to postpone it, that is okay.
No, I've been I because if you postpone it a week, then you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, let's go on. Let's continue.
Sure. All right. So
I
that
mean, it's not as bad as it was last night. Last night I would have said forget it.
yeah. No, and I would encourage you to do so, Esther. Just to be very very clear, there's no use having a lesson if we feel rubbish, right? So even if there's no risk of infecting me, which is great,
No, no,
if
no,
you
no.
don't
There's
feel
no
up to
risk.
it, I know,
The,
I know.
yeah,
You
the
can't catch
allergies. Not,
allergies. You can't catch
no, you
allergies. I
cannot.
understand that, but my point being is that I do. Maybe some other teachers are different, but I encourage a very healthy relationship
Of
with our
course.
instruments, and
Of
a big
course.
part of that is prioritizing your health over
Right. Of course.
an instrument, right? So just to say
Right.
that unequivocally, all right.
Sure.
If you ever feel the need to postpone it, please do so. Just let me know.
I will.
Okay, good.
But I
Right.
mean,
So that
okay.
buzzing you did before, the pitch is really really good. Very very accurate pitch recall, right? That's very very pleasing. What we can do to improve it is just to have a really active and continuous support from the belly. Yours felt a little bit puny, bit timid.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So the easiest thing you can do to fix that is just to take a big breath and very consciously drive the air through the mouthpiece. We want a real vibrant presence in the buzz that we're producing. So have a listen. I like that a lot, Esther. That's really, really good. Yeah. So it was more accurate. It was immediately the right pitch, and it was much more stable than the previous attempt, where I think you were focusing on accuracy, and it was less accurate as a result. Isn't that interesting? Okay, cool. Just do a few more, see if we can't extend the length of the buzz. Driving right to the end. Very nice. Have a listen. Nice. What did you notice?
What do you mean? What did I notice?
What did you notice? What did you observe?
I ran out of air for one thing.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, just the different tones we were playing.
Hmm.
We played four of them.
Hmm.
Well, no, three. We started on one.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
We moved up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we moved down a little,
Mm-hmm.
and then we came back down to the
Back
other.
to where we started. That's right. So da da ya, that low note. Something about how you played it. I think it needed just a little bit more. Da
Yeah, it probably did.
ya.
Yeah.
We fill out that sound again. So I'll play it for you again. So yours didn't sound even. And something about that note just needed more. So I am intentionally giving that note more. It sounds like this.
Yeah.
With a good breath as well.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Let's do some playing. Here's the middle C. Do some poos. So very, very short, soft, getting louder and longer, and do 5 of them. Go through that process, please.
Okay, what note are you working on? C?
Middle C.
Middle C? Okay.
Cool. Talk to me. What did you notice?
Could have been a little softer.
Okay. What else?
The second one got sort of wobbly.
Okay. What was there anything that you were pleased with?
Yes and no.
Okay. Yes. Tell me the yes
not
bits.
totally. Not totally.
No, but elements, aspects you would have been pleased with. Can't all be bad.
No, it wasn't all bad.
Okay, so which things were you pleased with?
I managed to get it right after the third note. Then I was able to get it right.
Yeah, you got your eye in. You found
on,
your accuracy. Terrific. What else? What else were you pleased with?
The fact that then when I stopped and took a breath and did it again, I hit the same note again, as opposed to getting from the top or the bottom or in between.
Yeah, good. Nice. We'll keep doing it again. We're going to do a different note. And we'll go through the same process. I'll do my 5 first, and then you copy. Try and pay attention to as much of what I'm doing as possible. Not just how it sounds, but how I'm producing it. Yeah? Observe how I'm breathing. Observe what happens in between the notes. Observe what happens before. What happens while I'm playing. Yeah, there's lots to pay attention to. And we'll just go through the same process at the end. I'll ask you, what did you notice? What did you spot in terms of what I did? Cool. We'll do it on the E, so a bit higher. What did you notice, Esther?
Well, for one thing, when you started out soft, but when you pulled the mouthpiece away from the horn away from your face, then you came forward. Then you took a breath instead of leaving it there.
Yeah, so I'm re-engaging with the mouthpiece each time. Why do you think I might be doing that? It's a good observation.
I've been noticing it. I've been watching you.
Why though? Why am I doing it?
Well, I know the score. Sounds so stupid. Whether on the music itself, there's a rest period.
Yeah.
So we can take take the advantage, or how can I say it? I'll get it from words.
Opportunity.
Well, yeah, the opportunity to just back away and then come back and hit it without I did it with the mouthpiece against my face. I didn't pull it back, but you pulled it back.
Yep. So nail on the head there, Esther. Really, really excellent analysis. Yeah, 100%. You've got to take every opportunity to rest, right? And so if we bake in to our process of the instrument of just finding that little bit of separation, it helps stamina no end. It's really, really important.
Yeah, but in some cases you don't have a rest to take another breath, or so.
No, but if you have to breathe, even if there's no rest, you still have to breathe, right? So if every breath is a chance to get just a little bit of freshness back, and all we have to do to achieve that is move the mouthpiece away while we breathe. It's like that.
Well, that piece on that piece I've been working on tonight, for example, the only mark for taking a breath is on the It's on the next to the last line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
you've got 3 measures of rest. And I'm going,
yeah.
you mean to tell me you're going to, and no idiot's going to hold their breath for 3 measures without doing anything, Alex.
No, so that would be, that piece has piano accompaniment, and that's where the piano accompanies that piece. And so in that rest, there is piano music playing.
Oh, I know, but I mean, that's the only place where you can take a breath. That's where they indicate it.
No. So there would be room for breathing within it. So hold on, we're getting sidetracked. So that is a very specific example, and we can address that at some point. Yes, I'm baking in to my process of playing the instrument rest as much as possible. The second, there's another reason why it might be valuable. What are we practicing with this poo exercise? Very specifically, there's one skill in particular that we're developing. Just starting notes.
Well, hitting the nail on the head for one.
Yeah,
I mean,
starting notes. We're developing our ability to be accurate and reliable and dependable, right? And so if you're already in position, you are, if bringing the horn to the face, that's a variable every time you play, isn't it? All right, and so by removing and bringing it back, we are practicing engaging with the instrument in the right spot. But if you set it up and leave it there the whole time, we're not addressing that element. Yeah. Cool.
Well, it changes. It changes the. If you left it there the whole time, it changes, and I realize that more and more when you've been talking about it. It changes the structure of it.
Yeah. Yep.
It changes your ability to be accurate with it and hitting that note the first time.
Yeah. Well, so if we're doing 5 notes, ba, 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 if you put your horn on your face and then leave it there, you're only practicing re-engaging with the instrument once, as opposed to 5 times if we take it on and off between each. Right? So it's just a simple addition to what you're already doing very well that has a 5-fold increase in the efficacy of what we're doing.
Right.
Such a small thing. All right, so your turn now. Really making sure it's a nice big breath and that it's. And I'm letting go of my ear in between as well. You might not have noticed that. That's it. Breathe. Good. Keep going. That's good. Nice.
I see what you're. Alex, wait a minute.
It's fine. I don't mind if you're inaccurate. I don't mind that.
Well,
it'll come. It's just information.
Pardon?
It's so that those inaccuracies, those little blips, it's just information, Esther. So the first one you missed from the first inaccuracy, you missed it from below, and you went and then you adjusted and you missed it from above. Terrific. You're just outlining for your lips. This is where the note is. It isn't here. It's not here. Boom. That's where it is. And then what happened? Your next one, spot on, right? So, not to be disheartened. Provided you're missing it with good input, then that's okay. That's a success in my books. Okay.
You want me to give it a go?
Yeah, let's repeat it. So 5 more. So start again. Really see if you can have support even on the soft notes. Louder. Big as you can. Nice. Good. Just making sure we're getting that separation. Let's do G. Listen. And so I worked with a student yesterday, and she is playing. The orchestra she's involved with is playing Tchaikovsky's 5th Symphony, which you should absolutely go listen to. It's a beautiful piece of music. There's an amazing French horn solo in it. Really, really beautiful. She can play the horn all right. She's got good rhythm. She's lacking this sort of musical excitement that is what is going to make the piece work. You know? And I told her I want her to imagine she's this old Italian man when she's singing or playing the piece. So some of the rhythm is just like dum 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 da da. It's very exciting, but she's just dum 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 dum. I went pam 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 da 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 da. Needs this character and this energy, and that's what I think. Even in an exercise like this, what I'm thinking about, I've got that old Italian man in my mind, and he's going, bo, bo, and it's inhabiting the vibrancy, whereas yours is sort of just mop,
well,
and it's accurate, but it's dead. Give some life to your notes, vitality, Esther. It's art. Be interesting.
Well, the Italian has an allergy.
The Italian has an allergy. Fine. Like that. Is that better? So here's G's. I'm going to be vibrant and vital on every note. Okay? And I want you to emulate that on top of everything else we're doing. So here's a G. That last one, I'm Pavarotti. Like that.
Come on.
Shh. Listen.
Can
you sing that for me? And I want the hand gesture as well. Can you go?
Poo.
With the hand.
Oh, with the poo. With the who? Poo.
Yeah, but and can you say bo?
Poo.
And much softer. Listen.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It was much too low, but it was gorgeous. More support. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Support from your belly, Esther. Stop trying to be accurate. There you go. Italian. Okay, good. So you hit a plateau. It was sort of like the first one was here. If this is soft, you started up here, and you got a little bit louder, and then you stayed the same volume for the rest. So instead of being that, it was like that. Cool. Just something to work on. Good. Let's do C, middle C with thumb down, and we're going to go from C to C sharp. So open thumb to 2 and 3, like this.
Come on.
Yep, I said middle C, I lied. I meant the high one.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Yes, good. So no, that was my mistake.
Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you,
moving
Alex.
on. Nice and high.
Oh.
Good. So let's call those eighth notes. Wa da da da. Now we're going to do same notes. We're going to do triplets. So the beat stays the same. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Let's do semiquavers. I mean, what do you call them? Sixteenths. I can't click and do that at the same time. You just have to imagine a beat. 1, 2. Very good. Very good. Let's do this rhythm. So long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long. Like that. Do, 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 do.
Repeat that, please. please. Just sorry.
Can you clap that?
Pardon?
Can you clap that, please?
Yeah. Two,
yep.
one long and two short.
Long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short,
okay.
short, long, short,
long,
long.
short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long.
Good. Ba da 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 da.
Okay.
Big breath.
No.
That was closer. That was much closer. Your rhythm was good. Really, really good. Nice. Do you know what we are building up towards? Have you clicked yet? Does that rhythm remind you of anything? It's okay if it doesn't.
Of course it does. It reminds me of the new piece we're working on.
Yes, yes, good, Esther. That's right.
Yeah, that's a very pretty piece.
It is a pretty piece. So what we've done.
The one thing I've been trying to work on. Excuse me. Trying to work on is my higher notes, and trying to sustain them as much as I can.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it may not come off that well today. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll probably be sounding very similar with the state my chops soon at the moment. Okay, so we're going to do the same exercise we just did, but we're going to change to a different set of valve combinations. So if I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Girl with the Flaxen here. I'm looking at the Debussy. One of the things that I suspect might find difficult is the valve coordination. All right? That's relatively complex. All right, so we just took open to 2 and 3, which is one of the things we have to coordinate, and we just turned it into a little exercise. Yeah. The first 2 notes, E flat to C, we can do the same thing. Let's practice that transition of the finger. So we're just going to start on a low E flat and go to an F. So once you've recovered, can you try that for me? E flat to F. Thumb stays down the whole time.
Come on. Where's E flat? Come on, baby.
Triplets? Not bad. It was coordinated, but the interval was not a full step. Yours sounded like a half step. You're trying to squash them. Ooh-ah.
Yes, those are half step.
Yeah, that's you're squashing it. It's starting to sound like a semitone instead of a tone. Ooh, making sure that that's a wide interval. So it's accurate, but your F is starting to sound, instead of this, I'm getting, you've squashed it. Quite wide. Your turn, show me again. And see if you can keep that while we do triplets. Semiquavers?
Similar who?
16th notes. Semi-quavers.
Oh, quaver. Okay. Just a minute.
E flat, first finger. Do. Good. And as fast as you can.
Well, I'm afraid if I do that, then the tone goes, Al.
That's fine. It's fine. But again, let's just find out. Don't make the decision before it happens.
Well, you know me, I'm always trying to change things.
Yeah, it might happen, but let's find out first. So just as quick as you can.
Okay.
First finger. Good. Great, love that. Nice trill. Good. Okay, let's do the rhythm. You're making up the rhythm. Long, short, short, long, short, short.
Long. Oh, shoot. Oh,
Clap
Alex.
it. Clap it. Clap it.
Well, I should...
Clap that. No.
Yeah,
long, short, short, long, short, short, long. You haven't got it yet. I want you to clap it for me.
Let's see.
Long, short, short, long, short, short, long. There you go. There you go. Nice. If you were 5 years old, I'd get you saying plum, apple, plum, apple, plum, apple, plum, plum, apple, plum, apple, plum, apple, plum. Huh? Good.
Oh. Yeah, but then it just goes out the door.
Right, which is interesting. Why are you suddenly bad at playing the French horn when you've got to play rhythm? Your ability to play the French horn, ideally, stays the same regardless of the complexity of the rhythm. So just making sure you continuously blow air through the instrument. Da, 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 da. Good. Good. Nice. Not so bad. 2 and 3 on the F side. A flat. Find this note. Esther. Beautiful. Your posture. It does not inspire confidence when you play your instrument. Neither in me as your audience, nor, I suspect, in you as the performer. And it's important that both parties feel confident in the success of what's about to happen. Yeah, that was about... And I was surprised it was as nice as it was. So I don't need to be in the army. We're not like ramrod straight. But if you can just be upright.
Well, I can't. Alex, I cannot. Ever since you told me to sit up straight, I cannot sit back against a chair.
So
and play.
I
have to sit up straight.
You're allowed to utilize the back of the chair. You absolutely are. I don't want people to be slumping. That ain't it, right? But it's not this in separation from the back and very stiff through here. What I try to think about is I'm with the back of the chair, and I'm even leaning back a little bit because I want to be relaxed. I want it to be easy, but just enough that I can still breathe well and blow well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this chair sort of goes back. If you lean against it, it goes back. Backwards.
Yeah, maybe. So I mean, it depends on what chair you're in. But just making sure that the horn comes up to us. Your chin was very down. You brought the horn. You came to the horn.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's why I did that. for that criticism, by the way, Alex.
It's always a what do they call it? A constructive criticism.
Well, I mean, whatever how you want to look at it, but I mean, with me, I mean, right now I'm just standing. I'm separate from the back. I'm perfectly relaxed.
Okay. Making sure you're bringing the French horn to you then.
Yeah.
All right. So A flat, 2 and 3, no thumb. For your... Good. And remember what I played? Very nice, very nice. You're losing just a wee bit the quality of the sound. Yeah?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. See if you can keep everything. Oh, give me that old Italian man. Oh.
That's better.
Love that, yeah, because it was within the confines of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Right.
Often you go too high or too low, which is fine while we're developing the skill, but eventually it should just be ba. Can you slow down the process and try and hit some of the notes in between? So we get...
Okay. Thank you, Alex. Don't you just love some lessons, Alex, that you just...
I love every lesson.
I bet you back away and just laugh yourself silly. At least sometimes I do. I mean, not that it's you, but I mean...
Nice, yeah. And do you feel it with your lips? Each of those slots? Cool. Good. 1 and 2. I'll ask, what do you observe at the end of this? So just, I'll play and then let me know what you notice.
Well, sounds like very similar to what we played earlier.
How so?
Pardon?
How so? What's similar about it?
The higher note.
Yeah, so it's the same exercise. I just wanted to know if you noticed anything in how I produced it.
What are you looking for, Alex?
Oh, just your observations, Esther.
Well,
to making sure that it's just the ability to observe someone else do the same exercise and be what you notice. How am I producing it? Because I sound pretty good, I reckon.
Oh, of course.
And
I would hope so.
Yeah. And so if you like something about what I do, even if it's just, I liked that sound, or I thought that looked easy, or just what do you spot? That's okay. Anyway, your turn. 1 and 2. There's your first note. Hey.
1 and 2. Oh.
On the F side. Oh. Good. Regain your composure. That was very fine. Very fine. Another attempt, please.
You.
It was good.
I thought I sounded a lot more like an elephant on a rampage.
Okay. Don't mind that at all. Almost.
Oh.
Just one note higher for that top note. Beautiful. First finger, let's keep going higher. If you have any observations at any point, just shout them out. First finger.
Well, I've noticed that you are the higher note. You have more emphasis on that higher note, or you give it more power.
Mm.
Not that you don't do it with the others, but as you're climbing the wall, as you're climbing it, you keep it steady.
Mm. Yeah, cool. Good observation. See if you can recreate that or emulate.
That's me. Okay. Um. No.
Higher on the top note. Higher. That's up there, that's right. So what do you have to do? Tell me, give me 2 ingredients you can think of that will make that high note come out easier.
Well, of course, more air is always possible.
Great. How? How do you do that?
By taking a better breath,
And then what?
And using the abdomen.
Good. So take a big breath and support. Good. Those are excellent ingredients. See if you can implement those to get the pitches. So first ingredient we observed was a good breath. Was that a good breath, Esther? I'm not convinced.
It was my half breath, Alex.
I would like to see you expand. Right? Every time I take a breath, look. Do you see my chest?
To
I
be
fill
honest,
up with air.
No.
I fill up with
No.
air. It's frustrating doing this online.
Well, yeah, now I can see that, yeah. Well, yeah, right, I understand.
Big breath. Obviously, there's a French horn in front of me, but my chest expands. Yeah? I would like to see the same expansion when you play yours. Oh.
We're on the second finger on the F side, right?
Good. Seemed better to me.
Pardon?
Seemed better to me.
Oh yeah, it was a little better. But that higher note still could be. I've been working on it. Sometimes they come out beautifully, and I don't have a problem. Other days, gee.
Yeah, fine. Very fine. Understandable. Mouthpiece. Nice big breath. Support your belly.
No, wait a minute.
Easy. That was perfect, Esther. God, you're a bad judge of what you produced. You reacted negatively to that, and it was spot on. It was perfect what you just produced. Did you know that? It's exactly what I wanted from you.
Well, thank you, Alex.
It really was spot on. It was exactly the right thing. But you're like, wasn't good.
Well, because the breath wasn't good. That's why.
It was good enough. Hi, Bill. It was good enough, Esther. It was sufficient.
Okay, Bill. Godspeed.
Okay.
Yeah, tell her I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes,
What
sir.
a beautiful interval. It was smooth. It was connected. It was the right pitch. You got up to it like it was easy, and it was.
Well, thank you, Alex.
All right. So our horns, our French horns, are such a distraction, and we often use them as a crutch. We've had this conversation. Remember when I got you to keep your spit valve open with the pencil?
Right.
Right? And so the horn provides the stability, and so we get away with bad technique. We get away with being unstable and rely on the horn to fill in the gaps for us. So that time, everything you did was spot on. Oh, connected and
Thank
it
you.
was vibrant. If you'd done that on the French horn, it would have sounded glorious. Anytime you're struggling, come to the mouthpiece. Because it's so short, it doesn't have a harmonic series, right? Like our French horn does. There's no slot for every note, so it's up to our lips and our air to provide that stability and that accuracy.
That slot, yeah, it's true.
Good. Sounds good to me. We try it on the French horn. Try it on the French horn. I want you to breathe and blow with that same whatever you just did. So here's a B.
What note
same idea.
playing?
Second finger. B, La, second.
Oh. Second thumb or just second?
Just second. All on the F side. All on the F side.
Oh. Now see.
And what changes? What changes? Because something changed just then.
Oh, I know what I know what should have changed, and it didn't change.
So something was different between those two attempts. When you did it on the mouthpiece, every time you got up to it really, really easily. When you did it on the French horn, you got stuck. So something about how you're producing it is different.
Okay, it's partially. I think there's also, Alex, if I may say so, and I've been working with this too. Yeah. There's a little bit of a mindset.
Yeah.
And of course you have the air and the embouchure. But there's a little bit of a mindset. But if I just forget myself, or how can I put it? No, that's not the right word. You can concentrate. You told me this before. You can concentrate so hard that you don't get the note. Because you're too...
Yeah, totally. Totally.
All right?
Tight, yeah.
So when I get that way, then I don't achieve what I'm looking for, or what I want. And I've been trying to. Let's see.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
That was really, really nice. That was exactly what I was hoping for. What were you looking to demonstrate just then?
Well, just by taking a better breath.
Yeah.
And not concentrating on us. Oh my gosh, am I going to hit that note right?
Yeah.
It's that sending the clowns, for example. I've worked on that, the D, 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 and then it goes to F. And I used to get concerned, like climbing up a mountain. I'm going, oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, and then I just blow it.
Yeah.
And I'm going, Esther, shut up and just play the darn thing.
Yes, I love that.
So,
totally.
Maybe that's stupid sounding.
No, it's out. I think it's a very insightful observation. A lot of people are unaware of just how much noise there is in their own heads. They're so accustomed to it that they don't notice it.
Well,
and
if you just try to become one with the instrument and look at that piece and just play it as okay. Just follow the notes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about if it's going up a hill. So what? Just do it and just let it go.
Get out of your own way. I had one teacher say to me, Alex, it's a lot easier teaching the stupid students because they don't overcomplicate things. And I sort of laughed about it. And then afterwards, I was like, well, which am I? Am I easy to teach?
No.
Or am I hard to teach because I overcomplicate it? I think it was the latter.
No,
anyway.
I think it's because we want to try so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we want to get it right that we complicate for ourselves.
Yep. All right, we're going to focus on bar 16, 17, bar 18 and Girl with the Flaxen Hair.
Okay, wait a minute.
Get your music up
there. I don't have it yet. Listen, Barnaby, why don't you sit here for a minute? Okay, now, let's see. Which measure you're talking
18.
about?
With the low F in it.
Oh, yes, I can see that.
Cool. So play a middle C.
Yeah, just a minute here. Oh. That's Esther.
Good. I'm going to play my notes, and then I want you, as an old Italian man, to sing it back to me with the hand gesture as it sounds, okay?
Hand gesture.
Yeah, so you're the old Italian man, right? If you were to
Yeah.
sing it for me, what's the style? What's the character of that note? How does it look? Show me.
I'm talking about being stupid, Alex. I'm not following you too well.
So I want you to go, boo, and be a caricature, be a character. Imagine you're on a stage and you were singing that note in an opera. How does it sound? Boo.
No, it has to be. Boom.
Beautiful, beautiful. Can you now play that same style of what you just sung? Yes, Esther. Lovely, lovely.
But that mark under there, that's not an accent mark, is it, Alex? Or
No,
is that more of a tenuto, isn't it?
It's a tenuto, yeah, that's a tenuto mark, but it's under a slur. So in this instance, it's slurred. It's already connected. You can't do a slurred note any longer. Just give us some weight to it. Da 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 da. You'll notice there's quite a few of these throughout, aren't there? On the second line in measure 6, the high F has a tenuto over it.
Yeah.
I'm highlighting. I'm giving them a little bit of a lean. Anyway, back to that middle C in measure 18. Can you play that for me? And just be aware. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, just be really, really conscious of what those fingers are. C, B flat, A flat, F. Oh.
Okay. Well, the F fingering on that would be just them, though, right?
All those notes are on the B flat side. That's correct.
But I mean,
I'm pretty sure that without exception, every single note in this piece is either going to be thumb or open, thumb and 1, thumb and 2 and 3. I think those are your only 4 valve options.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
I think so. So, C, watch me.
What?
C, B flat, A flat, F. C, B flat, A flat, F. Ba-yo-do-do.
Come on.
Can we practice going back and forth between these two valve combinations? Watch me. We're going to go from A flat to B flat. Back and forth. 2 and 3.
Well,
can you sit up a bit higher so I can see your valves? They're hiding. They're hiding at the bottom of the screen. Or move back just a scooch so I can see you. Otherwise, I don't know if it's the... I don't know. I can't tell if you're just playing poorly or if you've got the wrong fingers down.
So it's C, B flat, A flat, and okay.
And F. Good, great. So those are the right fingers. Now, mouthpiece.
But not the right rhythm.
Mouthpiece.
No.
Lovely. So those are the right pitches. Now I would encourage you to notice how weak that low F was.
Yes, it was.
Can you, and not a criticism, just an observation. So
No,
really
I know.
fill it up with air. I want your corners here, watch me. I want your corners to be very strong for that low F and to really be supporting strongly from your belly as well.
Well.
Yeah, good. It's a good challenge for you. Try again. Ooh.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, so it's a bigger breath. Take a much bigger breath than you're taking. Good. And then when you do it on the French horn, try and drive down in the same way. Just play those two notes, all on thumb. C, F. Good. So softer on the C, louder on the F. Ooh.
I can say, well, that's really interesting, Alex.
What's interesting?
Well, it's just the amount. This sounds stupid. The amount of air that you still have to have it for the higher notes, but you still have to have that amount of air. Well, I'm not doing something right.
With the thumb. C. Good. That's it. So I would encourage you to spend some time hanging out on that low F. Doesn't have to be loud. I do want it to be full. So back to that Italian man. It's this. Instead of.
Right.
Just hang out on it. Lovely. It doesn't have to be loud. See if you can be a bit more gentle with it. Gorgeous. So that's the quality I want you to arrive on when you do that little passage.
Okay, that's a very that's the one thing I love about this instrument, Alex, is the depth that it has. What I mean by that is you listen to the orchestras. I mean, no offense to the violins or any of the other instruments, but the French horn has the depth. The French horn is what drives the orchestra and makes it more three-dimensional.
Yeah.
Because of that sound. That sound is an example.
I say that to all of my brass students. The only thing that is impressive about brass instruments is the quality of our sound. That's the best thing we have going for us. Other instruments beat us in terms of their range, their agility, the amount of notes they can play. But we are beautiful. We do one note and it sounds like the heavens have opened.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's to me it's more of a depth. It's more of a solidity. It's more of a like if you know a good reddish brown color, for example.
Rich.
Think of reddish brown, and you think how rich that is. And you can pick out the horns in an orchestra because of that rich, deep sound.
Yes. So that Italian man I keep going on about today, that's what I want you to emulate, that rich sound. A real vitality to it, yeah? So when you get to that low F, don't just be accurate, don't just be correct, be beautiful. That's the goal, is what we're after. Now, if we back up a line from that F we were just looking at and look at measure 12, you've got a high A flat, right?
Yeah.
So the outline of this piece, the highest note is an A flat, the lowest note's a low F. You have to be able to connect those two notes, because if we start at that phrase in the upbeat to measure 12 all the way to that low F. That's part of the same line of music.
Yeah, he just colors it very richly. It's a very rich piece.
So your technique, you can't just be able to play no notes and high notes. You have to be able to tie them together. Yeah, it's all part of the same technique. So when you're doing these, put in a low note at the end. So for that example, it was A flat, whoa, I put in a low A flat. Can we just try that? So here's 2 and 3 on the F side. Oh, but no, breathe.
Say again?
Take a breath before you do the low one.
Oh, okay.
That's better. It's better. Yeah, just so you're connecting those two. And there's a low one, listen. Same fingering.
I'm not getting there. Oh.
So the exercise that'll take you down there is in the Andrew Bain book. It's the note bending exercise, C, G, C, all on the F side, middle C.
Oh, yeah.
That one. So if you want to explore low register, Esther, that's the one that'll help you descend.
Okay.
Yeah? Cool. So this whole piece, the girl with the flaxen hair, if you're not doing it already, I would encourage you to be looking at all of it. Yeah? And a really interesting thing I'd like you to try, can you start working on it at the end of the piece and be working backwards? So if you started looking at the last line and you practice that, and then you back up a line or to the next phrase, see where the tram tracks are, and measure 26, 27, 28.
And play it backwards?
Yes, well, don't literally play backwards, but start at the end, play to the end, back up a little bit, play to the end, back up a little bit, play to the end. So you're always moving into familiar territory.
Huh.
Yeah, and there will be spots in the music where it is obvious to start from, if that makes sense. Yeah, and I'll leave you to determine where those are. But otherwise, very nice to see you and good to play with you again. So I've got friends coming to visit, and I will be. We're going to have to be a little bit flexible regarding lessons in the next 2 weeks. So a fortnight from now, I'm hoping to be in the depths of the wilderness. So that won't work for a lesson.
Wait a minute, just a minute. Let me get my calendar.
That's all right. I'll stop recording.
Okay.
So your 15th of January, I won't be available. I could do the 19th, which is a Sunday for you. That's my Monday.
Oh, so you're gonna be exploring something or having some fun?
I will be on an adventure with friends in the bottom of the South Island. I could do a lesson on the 19th at our usual time, or any time really, but instead of the 15th.
Okay. Instead of the 15th, okay.
Yeah. Does that work for you?
All right, that would be fine.
Cool.
I'll just put it down here.
So,
So
and I'm talking.
you're gonna do some rock climbing.
I will send you a link to some of the places we're going.
Oh, okay.
Some good videos about them
And
on YouTube.
yeah, and I appreciate that. We're gonna check to see about the CD situation
Yeah,
here and
yeah. If you
see
can
if
play a CD, if you've got a CD player, then it will work. I assume. I'm not sure. I don't think they're region locked. I know some devices have that. Anyway, I better bounce. Let me know about that, and I'll send you the lesson.
Okay, thanks a million, Alex. It's great getting back together again with you.
Good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying teaching and playing again. It was good to have a break, but I was getting bored. Need to be
Well,
busy.
it's our pleasure. So hopefully we can get those other pieces done too.
Yeah. Next lesson. Why don't you play them for me? We'll do that as a final hurrah. So tonight, and send in the clowns. How about that?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, listen. Take care. And have a great time with your friends, but be careful.
Thank you. You have to be careful. It's the wilderness. Let me know what you think of the video I send you. All
Yeah,
right.
I'd love to see it. Yeah.
We'll do. All right. See you, mate. Bye.
Okay, take care.